Michael Swisher for Squirtle with Coach Jim Jenson with the Kinta Eagles. 47-44 over Calumet, and it was every bit as close as that score might suggest. Literally came down to the wire, Coach. You bring Kinta their first ever state championship, not just in basketball, but in any sport. You got to be really proud of that accomplishment to do that double dip tonight.
It's awesome. They have worked so hard. It's a journey that started 4 years ago. We started coming up here our fourth year in a row, and we'd knocked on the door, and we'd get to the semis, and we just couldn't get on in. But this year we finally broke through, and these guys, those three seniors, they work so hard. They spend so much time in the gym, and we pride ourselves on defense. And when we got down in the last 2 minutes, that's what we talked about. In each timeout, get a stop, one stop each possession. And I felt like that kind of changed the game and the momentum. We put a little pressure on them, and the breaks went our way.
You got a lot of stops, 13-5 in the fourth quarter. Of course, they pulled it out some, but you were able to get the stops when you needed them, and then you got the buckets when you needed them. And Caleb Stevens, I believe, with the go-ahead bucket.
Caleb Stevens was really upset with himself because he didn't have a very good first half. He kept wanting to draw the foul, or he kept thinking he was getting fouled, and he wasn't just going and finishing. And he was down on himself at halftime. He was down on himself in the third quarter. I just told him, just keep battling. Something good will happen. Keep battling. And then, boy, it was something good when he finally hit that. When he finally hit that bucket, it was huge for us. And then we had to get one more stop.
And you continue to get those. Braden Ray was solid throughout. Kind of kept you guys afloat offensively when things weren't going well. He was scoring for you, especially in the first half. What has he meant to this team?
Braden Ray is the ultimate senior leader. He is the glue. He has kept us together in and out of every game all year. And when we need a free throw at the end, he's shooting 80+%. That's who we want. We want it in his hands. Even though he missed one at the end, that is still who we wanted taking it. The guys on the bench during the timeout, we get the ball to Braden, and we did. It was just what we wanted. He didn't hit it, but it worked out for us.
You won it, 21 years ago, I think?
In 98.
With Canadian. You won it with Alva.
In 03.
And so now you've won this.
First boys.
Yeah, first time to coach boys. A boys team. So, how does this compare to the other two?
Oh, well, the Canadian one, the finals was 33, 33-point win. It was that tournament was a little different. Alva, on the other hand, overtime with Kansas. Yep. We hit a free throw with .03 on the clock, and so that was a lot like tonight. It went right down to the last, and it's always fun to walk out of here a winner.
You had superstars on those two teams. This one seems like more of a not to knock any of the other players on those other teams, but this one seemed like a real team effort this year.
You're exactly right, and that's something they've prided themselves on, is doing the little things, taking care of the basketball. We're real patient with our offense when we need to be. When we need to run, we can run. But you get up here, everybody's good. Yep. And they slow that run down a little bit. And the biggest thing that hurt us tonight, and they knew, they didn't let Thomas Faber get going. Coming in, he was shooting 71% from the three for the tournament.
Not bad.
And not bad. And he's done that for us, all year. And that's what he does. But they did a great job of shutting him down tonight. And that took us a little bit out of what we do. And so the guys made up. The Ray boys made up for it. Caleb hit that bucket. Josh we started doing a better job getting him the ball in the second half.
Coach, a lot of Kinta fans that want to give you a hug and pat you on the back, so go celebrate this one with them. Congratulations.
Thank
Coach
you.
Jim Jenson of the Kinta Eagles.